Monika Czerveniak. Welcome to my channel. Fair warning, this is a no recipe cooking show. If you wanted to learn to create some wonderful, simple and fresh and healthy meals, then I think this might be for you. To learn to get rid of your recipe shackles and just freestyle cook. If that's what you like to do, then stick around and let's get that show on the road. Today we're going to do Padthai. I kind of feel like Asian food today. It's that kind of feeling that I have. I would much rather be in Thailand at this point in my life, but we're doing Padthai. Very interesting story about Padthai. It is not really a very old ancient dish. On the contrary, this dish wasn't created till about 1938 when the Prime Minister took away all rights from the royal king and created a Thailand, wanted to have a real cultural European kind of Thailand created. So one of his thoughts was that he's going to create this dish. And the main reason was there was a lot of street food, but it was all Chinese. It was all rice related. So he wanted to do a noodles thing. And this is where Padthai came from. And basically the dish is called, the translation is stir fry of Thailand. So that's what we're going to do today. We are going to improvise because some of the original recipes we do not have, but I like to improvise. I like to not do what other people tell me to do in my recipes. So this is a great moment for you to maybe improvise at home and see what you have. One of the first things that's really important is the Padthai sauce. And the main ingredients is tamarind. This is a tamarind paste. You can get this in any Asian stores. You can also use tamarind juice. You can also make your own tamarind juice. If you were to come around tamarinds, they're long, they look like gigantic gray beans, gray brownish beans, and they need to be soaked, and you make a paste out of that if you want to get into that. So we need a spoon of tamarind paste. Now we're taking fish sauce. Fish sauce is a very important part of Thai cuisine. Then we're taking some soy sauce, pepper. I'm going to omit at this point the salt because we have a lot of salt in these ingredients, so we're just going to wait till the end. We also need some sugar, and brown sugar is the name of the game, so we'll put a couple of spoons of sugar. Sugar is a very important ingredient in Thai cuisine to make the paste. So this is probably enough for about 2 people. This dish has actually the 5 senses that we need for cooking, and that's sweet, sour, salty, pungent, and the umami flavor. The umami flavor you're getting from the fish sauce and Thai sauce. So what we have here, what we need, we'll start off with onions, garlic, our vegetables. They're my vegetable, whatever you have, whatever, the greener the better. Use whatever you have. I happen to have mushrooms, carrots, and peppers, bell peppers, tofu. You can also add shrimps, you can add chicken, and we have bean sprouts, green onions. We're using parsley, but ordinarily it would be cilantro. A lot of people don't like cilantro, so you can substitute this. We have 2 raw eggs that we're going to add, and we have some there's some pickled vegetables are always a part of the Padthai, so I happen to have pickled ginger here. Lime juice or lemon juice, some peppers if you like something spicy you can add, and then we have peanuts are supposed to be used, but we're not into peanuts, so we're using cashews that I just threw all over the place. We're gonna start cooking right over there. The most important thing, you need to be organized because everything goes into the stir fry, and you gotta be organized and in order to have all your ingredients. So this pan is pretty hot. I'm going to add the oil now. Just wave it around a little bit, get the outside nice and hot here. We put the onions in. I don't want them brown, but I want to get all the flavor out of these onions. I mixed it up a little bit with shallots and white onions. That's all I had in the house. So again, improvising is the name of the key here. The key of the name. All right. And the next thing, I'm going to put in my mushrooms and my carrots. I want them to cook a little bit longer. It's getting there. I'll put my green peppers in. You would have broccoli or bok choy or any of these vegetables. It's great. I'm giving them about a minute or so. Now the original stuff, you would now put in some dried shrimps. Just a few in order to give it the flavor. And then after that you would add your chicken. You would put this away aside like this. And then you would add your chicken. In our case, we are going to add our tofu. This is a very firm tofu from a beautiful island called South Spring Island. It's absolutely fantastic. It's very firm and it's organic and it's beautiful. It's very tasty. Alright, we'll give it another second here. Rice noodles, what you do with the rice noodles is you can get them in any Asian store. What I suggest you do is you boil water in a pot and then turn it off. As soon as the water boils, put some salt in, turn it off and add your rice noodles. Leave them in for about 3 to 4 minutes, not longer, and then take them out. And then just let them dry out. You can... You don't want them too soft because we're going to stir fry them in here and we don't want them too soft. So now comes the part, my favorite part, eggs. And all you do is take an egg. In this case we use 2 eggs. Give it a second. And then we should mix this all up. The next part we're doing, we're adding the ginger, the pickled ginger. This is a lovely little color as well. And I'm going to now add my lemon or lime juice, whatever you have. And there we go. I'm going to just make sure we use everything. And now I'm going to add my noodles. Don't add them all at once. Just mix this. Look at this beautiful color. The tamarind. Just get them all. Keep some of that pasta water again, a little bit, or noodle water. I'm going to add a little bit more. I think that's enough for us. Mix that well. Now I'm going to add my green onions. I'm not going to add all of them, so I can on top them. Now, if you want a little bit of heat, go ahead. And some BeanSprouts. Now, should it get a little bit too dry for you, just add. I have some little bit of wet vegetable stock. That's pretty well it. Takes several minutes. The work is really in prepping it all. Look at this. Beautiful. Healthy, fresh. Ready to dish out. Beautiful. Definitely enough for two. A few more sprouts on top. Just for decoration. And of course the peanuts. And cilantro or parsley, it's your choice. Thailand in your home. In a few minutes you have a beautiful meal. If you have some rice noodles around and some tamarind paste or juice, you can create something wonderful quickly and delicious. If you enjoyed this session, please do not forget to subscribe or share. Most importantly, be fearless in your kitchen.